change gears and shift into a little bit lighter ticket here. More pain involved.
More pain for Paul.
Yeah. Jake Paul, Mike Tyson news. Dane, have you caught any commercials or any?
Oh, yeah, I've been seeing stuff. I mean,
anything.
I know it's a big deal.
Yeah.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
And be honest with me. Is there any chance they pull some kind of stunt where he knocks him out?
I don't know. I'm
talking about some kind of publicity where Paul just drills Tyson.
I don't think so because it's Mike.
Kind of like
he's not going. I don't think he would
he wouldn't let that happen.
I don't think he can. I don't think he would.
Well, back in the 70s, there was a guy that said women cannot beat men in sports. And then he played Billie Jean King, and Billie Jean King beat him. She may have, but that seemed like
may set it up a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
This match here, supposedly from what I'm hearing from both camps, I've seen a lot of crap through the week. And they're not going to wear headgear. And they're supposed to be wearing 12-ounce gloves. And Texas committee is supposed to be maybe in talks of the boxing commission if it can be a real commission fight. I don't now. Here's what we do know. Now this is from their trainers. They're not going to wear the headgear. They're not going to have on big 16-ounce gloves. They're going to do a 12-ounce glove, no headgear. Okay, supposedly that's supposed to be a fact. But from far as I know, just knowing what little I know about boxing, I hadn't kept up with it since Buster Douglas and Lennox Lewis and Holyfield and all those guys come out.
Late 90s
yes.
For me.
There's different weight classes, and Jake is not big enough to be a heavyweight. Mike is.
He would be like a welterweight or a featherweight or middleweight.
Middle heavy. He's going to be under 200 or right close to it. Mike's weight good bit over 200. He's like 220.
Yeah. So that nobody in their right mind would ever have them two boxing anyway.
I mean, he hits like a truck, and he still does.
Yeah, 57 guys. I'm sorry.
But he's not like he's a normal 57.
No, and 57. Elderly people.
Well, but here's the thing, and I'll pull this up here, and we can share this for just a minute. This is a good topic, and a lot of people are interested in this. Here's the thing. I did this the other day now about LeBron. All these years, and you're amazed. I'm amazed by how long he can play and at the age he can play at.
Yes, the level he's playing.
And then I take up for him on this note. He's LeBron James. He's different. He's not a normal, 30-something-year-old guy. Mike Tyson is not a normal 57-year. He's a super athlete. This guy was he thinks that he's reincarnated. Now you can find this, that he come from like some war tribes in his past life. Now this is just what he thinks of himself, his religion or whatever he believes. He's not normal. Okay. Let's just see him hit here. Oh, okay. Go on now. For people that are not boxing fans, just watch his feet right here. I'm going to back it up a little bit. You see his feet, see his bend in his knees, etc. Watch his hop and his step, and just watch his feet right here. See that? Bang, bang, jump, step, punch, kick. Okay. When he runs that kick out, see that jump? That is something that not everybody can do, and that most boxers, some boxers can't do, and it's just not normal. And Jake has never seen nothing like that, because Mike, you remember how he hit you with the left of the body?
No,
and you would drop your hand, and then he would hit you with that left uppercut. It was a 1-2. It was a boom, boom. Because you're here, and then when you hit in the body, you drop your hands. You can't help it. You get hit in the kidneys or ribs, you drop your hand. Well, then he would body, and then he could turn. And when you're swinging, he's already moved. I'm just telling you, it's not. If they let them fight,
you think somebody's going to get? You think Paul's
he's going to knock Jake out? He's going to put him in a dirt nap coma There's no way. Listen, I don't care how old Mike Tyson is. Do you know how long he's been fighting?
You think he could kill this guy? I mean, be honest.
We're going to be Rocky IV. If he dies, he dies.
I mean, obviously, he don't want to hurt the guy.
You will lose.
Say, Mike Tyson's mean, man.
Yes.
See, that's another thing. Evander Holyfield them's not mean. Mike Tyson's mean.
He's mean. He grew up on the streets up in Brownsville, New York, Catskill area. On the streets, hookers and pimps and drug addicts, and he pickpockets. He was in jail 38 times before he was 15. Todd.
Yeah.
38 arrests before he was 15.
Right.
38 times.
38 times.
Jake Paul at age 15 was eating caviar on his dad's private boat. And when they got up, teenagers, they started a thing with Vines, which put out these videos. His brother Logan set him on fire, and he would jump in the pool to get clicks.
That's pretty good, but I mean, it's kind of stupid.
Their lifestyle is
creative,
completely different.
So he actually set him on fire.
Yeah, they sprayed lighter fluid on him. He set him on fire, and he'd go run and jump in the pool to get people to watch videos. And they got popular because of this. They started these YouTube channels.
Well, I knew that, but I mean, I knew that he was a YouTuber.
Yes, and he has boxed. And here's some more action for you. If you want to, please, when we get off here, go watch Jake fight Tyson Fury's son, the heavyweight champ.
Mm-hmm.
What was his name? I forgot the guy's name. Younger guy. He couldn't beat him. And he's not even that guy's not, he is pretty much a kind of a legitimate boxer. We're talking about very, very low amateur fighting. Mike Tyson's been knocking out people since he's a kid. He used to snatch chains and purses and run in stores and steal stuff and go hide in these alleyways. And he knew when he'd go in apartments, he knew which floors had holes in them so he could fall through the floor and hide from the cops. Right. When he was 12, Jake Paul never had to steal anything to eat. Mike Tyson has had to steal to have food.
Well,
he's a killer.
Why didn't Paul call out who's somebody that's aggressive that plays another pro sport? Draymond Green. I'll fight Draymond Green live on TV.
Yeah.
Why do you got to call out Tyson? I'll fight Travis Kelce. Ray Lewis. Mike Tyson? Come on.
Dude.
This is like saying I want to do a tackling drill with Ray Lewis.
No, why? He's going to kill you.
Or I want to do a 3-point contest with Steph Curry.
Yeah, I want to shoot threes with.
I'm going to smoke him. And no, that girl didn't nearly beat him.
We're going to call out. I'll do a 3-point contest with Ray Allen. What?
Yeah. Klay Thompson. What? You're stupid. We're going to do 100. Best out of 100.
Yeah, best. We're going to play 21 Reggie Miller. Well, he's old and slow. Reggie Miller will smoke you. Yeah. Take a kid that's take a pretty good high school kid, just pretty good high school, and he's going to play Reggie Miller. Yeah, Reggie's old and slow. He's going to destroy you.
Yes. And that's what this guy's done. Obviously, it's for publicity. Or I'm going to race Jeff Gordon in my car. We're going to go meet down at Steel, and I want to see if Jeff can take me.
Not even that. I'm going to race Bubba Teague in a dirt track race. No, it's not going to win. Bubba's going to beat you.
Bubba won more down there than anybody I've ever seen in my life. They got ridiculous.
Well, I'm saying as me, as an amateur guy, I knew dirt track. I would work on the cars. I could get in it. I could crank it. I could drive it. I could load it on a trailer. I can make laps around the track, but I ain't outrunning Bubba. It's not happening.
I got to say I did help. I got help get mud out of the tire. I really did. But now.
And I know we're making local gestures. And if you're from around here, you know
he won all the time.
But
he went through periods where he won all.
Yeah, but we're saying it's that level. And I'm just not excited about Jake just needs a reality check. And this is going to be a time for him to get his head right. Because if they here's the next part, and we'll move on. If they let them fight, if this is not just a Roy Jones Jr., have y'all see Tyson fight Roy Jones Jr.?
He smoked him.
It was an exhibition.
Right,
at the end, they got both their hands. Thank you. Both guys come out. We raised a lot of money for kids. Right. Thank you. And Mike's hugging Roy. Man, good to see you, brother. And Roy's like, "Whoo, man, you wore me out. I am not in shape." Mike has still got it. Wow, Mike, thanks for doing this. Race money. Whew, you nearly killed me out there. Roy Jones Jr. is great. He's a Hall of Famer for his weight class.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
It's great.
Is this going to be like Thunder Lips and Rocky Balboa? You remember Thunder Lips?
Yes, Hulk Hogan.
Boy, he beat him.
Yeah, in real life. Yeah, go watch some behind the scenes on that.
That was
because he said hit him. Hogan's like, well, when Rock Stallone, and it's like 6'6" versus 5'10".
oh gosh.
He says, no, really hit me. And Hogan's like, you mean like really hit you? He's like, yeah, when I get down on the ground, I take your forearm, really hit me. So he does it in the movie, and you see him when he hits the ground, like, boom. I mean,
So you think it's going to be something like that? It's just going to be
if they just do it for a show and they just let them go out there and they're like, there's a no knockout clause, like what they did with Roy Jones. No, y'all can't knock each other out. Don't swing hard for the head. But if he hits him, he could listen. He hits Jake Paul one of those left cuts he could bust his spleen.
Oh gosh,
Mike Tyson, he's never listen. I could talk about this all day.
Let me tell you,
Mike Tyson has been hit by people that punch way harder than Jake Paul. True.
Mm-hmm.
We're not boxing experts. We're not. But I know a lot about
Mike I don't know if you have to be.
So we can assert this. Mike Tyson has been hit harder than Jake Paul could punch. Mm. Yes. We know, even if you don't follow it well, you know that. Jake Paul has been hit harder by people than what Mike Tyson's going to punch him. No. No.
Definitely not.
No. That's not so.
I don't think he realizes what he's getting. He needs to watch Rocky 3. Mr. T's character in Rocky 3, Clubber Lang, was absolutely vicious. That's who Mike Tyson's like. He's probably not as mean as Clubber Lang.
I don't know, man.
But he's close.
When he gets in the ring. And if you were our age, you seen those eyes on that guy. And when I watched those sparring lessons, that he's got that look, man. And Mike's has these little weird eyebrows that kind of
probably needs to go watch some of his videos.
Like cut up in the middle, has that eyebrows kind of naturally like, dude, I ain't want to look in that guy in the eye. He'll kill you.
Well, and I'm not going to say their names.
He had tigers for pets. I mean,
but there were some local tough guys around here. I'm not going to say their names. Yeah. I'm just going to use one from Cedar Bluff. I wouldn't have messed with him when he was 57.
I know some that's passed away.
Yeah, this guy's passed away.
This guy was in his 40s and he lived over here. No, dude, there's two people jumped out of on this guy in a car, pulled a knife on him. He tried to stab him with a knife. He punched the knife. It stuck in his hand, and he took the knife away from him and beat both of them up and put them back in the car.
Like the Terminator.
No, you don't mess with people like that.
There's some people you just don't mess with.
No, and I always got along with this person, and I'm glad that I did, and I never had any qualms with him.
I wasn't going to say nothing to him, no way.
No. Well, he was always friendly, mostly to people anyway. He's friendly.
The one I was talking about, which we may be talking about the other one, I saw him on the side of the road one day and said, I'm stopping and picking him up because I don't want to be that guy that said, hey, I saw you, and you just kept going.
Come here to me.
And he was nice. He was great. Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you.
But man,
which I knew him my whole life anyway. So.
Okay, I don't. But there's got to be two picks. Okay, if they let them fight, if they just let them, they're going to let them fight. Then it's going to be Tyson easy. Round one, maybe two. Now, if it's going to be an exhibition, Texas Commission can't make this a match because the weight classes are way too different. You can't. You can't have You can't have a super heavyweight guy fight a lower heavyweight.
Protect these guys.
It's too much weight class. So Texas Commission is not going to pass this as a legit fight. There's not going to be a licensed judges
that
has license to judge IBA boxing.
Right.
A referee that has a card license to be a referee in a legit licensed boxing match. They're going to have a ref that's probably a retired guy that works at local gyms around there somewhere, and they both may know him. And they're going to have some celebrity judges that probably writers for boxing magazines and know the sport and can judge it pretty well, but they're not licensed scorers because they're just going to be an exhibition.
I just hope Tyson don't go in there mad at him and try to hurt him, which I don't think he will.
I think
we've seen him. I mean, you know what he did to Holyfield? I mean, bit his ear off, guys.
Holyfield kept headbutting him.
Right, he did.
And I'm a Tyson fan, and I watched that fight, and people that are not are going to say, "Well, Tyson headbutted people too." Yeah, he did, but
that was a rough old fight there. Now,
and Tyson was not ready mentally. He had reached toward the end of his career, and Holyfield had made a revamped himself.
He did, kind of like George Foreman did.
And Holyfield, have you seen him lately? He tried to spar a guy Bellator like 2 years ago overseas.
Did he not do good?
he can't even hardly throw a punch.
Really?
He's got dementia real bad.
Oh,
He's took too many
gosh.
headshots.
Right.
He just can't. He's in the ring like this.
Is he kind of like Muhammad?
I mean, his punches are legit this fast.
Hmm.
And the guy embarrassed him, and they wouldn't let the other guy he fought at Bellator for a year or two. Like they banned him for beating up Holyfield. Like he's crippled. Why'd you fight him? Why'd you do that? That's terrible.
He didn't know, did he?
Well, yeah. I mean, his promoters and all the people knew he was slower, but Evander wanted it, and they signed off on it. He's like, well, look, man, he signed his name on it, so if he wants a butt whooping, I'm on. Which he didn't try to embarrass him, but he still. It was Evander, his camp, his people should not let him fight. Tyson is not that.
Right.
He's ready. So July 20th.
I'm excited about that.
Well, we're talking.
Interested.
Yeah, July 20th will be on Netflix. Saturday, July